Welcome back, everybody, to Rimworld. Before we dive into today's episode, I need to point out that over the next sort of 7 days or so, just over the sort of Christmas time, I am going to be away. So the next few videos you're going to see of Rimworld are all going to be pre-recorded, which means, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to catch up on the comment section, obviously, until I am back from my trip. But I've written up all of the comments left over the past couple of episodes so that I've got things to work off. Luckily, we're also at the stage as well where there's still a lot of redesigning going on. We've still got a lot of the new Android tier stuff to go off for a while, so it should just be fairly straightforward for the time being. Don't think we need much of the assistance yet, but again, just bear that in mind. I'll let you guys know what's going on with that. On the subject of that as well, it's going to be one episode of CK2 on one day, and then an episode of Rimworld on the next, and that's going to alternate. So today is a Rimworld day, tomorrow will be CK2, and the day after that, we will go back to Rimworld. I can't possibly put out 2 videos a day for 7 days. I don't want to pre-record 14 episodes for obvious reasons. I think the quality would be crap. I wouldn't be able to act on the comment section, etc., etc. So I think this is the best choice for the channel anyway. It's only for a few days, so, you know, I might have said nothing and nobody might have even noticed, but I thought it's good to be on the same page. So we've got a raid coming in 1 hour's time. Apparently also an AI persona core just lying around in the kill box because we've got so many spare at this stage. We're just going to use them as a barrier to stop the enemy at this point, huh? So let's get everyone in position to start off with. Now, one thing I actually started doing very, very briefly while I was getting everything set up today was I thought, why not tidy up and remove some of the walls in this base? Because, to be honest, we've got a load of sort of weird walls in weird places like this area, especially. I really did not like it. So I'm going to be tearing some of this apart and redoing a lot of it as well. Restructuring a lot of the base as well. I'm maybe thinking this area we could use for the Skynet, whatever the hell it was called, the big mainframe computer that was added by the recent Android tiers upgrade. This is it, the Sky Cloud, sorry, not Skynet, how dare I. The Sky Cloud core. This would be awesome to put back here. I almost want to build a room by itself. Now, everybody's been saying the same thing, that we need dedicated cooling systems, we need defenses, we need to keep this thing seriously under lock and key, like very well protected. So I almost kind of want to build a vault just for it. Like a real specialized vault, multiple doors, multiple layers, turrets, EMP cannons, its own shielding, everything, the whole lot, to ensure that this thing's going to survive. Maybe even its own power grid. Completely separate from the nuclear, maybe give it its own nuclear reactor. Maybe that's what we could do with this old one, reactor type A. Hook that up straight to the Skynet core. We'll see what we can do with that. That'll obviously take a couple of episodes to get all of that set up, and that's what I'm kind of hoping our goal can be over this Christmas, is to build a horrendous war machine AI. Along with that, as well, of course, we have to set up the Punisher so that works properly. So I do want to build a little bunker, turn this area here into a retractable bunker so that we can activate it as we need it when the raids turn up, and obviously use that to hopefully pretty good effect. Wow, that's a lot of enemies. Actually, it's not as much as it normally is, though, huh? That seems kind of okay. So that's similar. What are we looking at? 148 again. That's the second raid in a row that's had 148 people. We've got another anti-grain warhead. Do I want to use it, and do I want to continue with the building? I'm not gonna lie, I love the anti-grain warheads. I think the second I've got them, I want to fire them. And why not use them now, huh? Why not use them now when we've got so many things to start building, when we need so many other resources to make the building more effective? I just enjoy using the anti-grain warheads. Sure, we might want to save it for big emergencies, but this is kind of fun. Now, there is also that mechanoid ship somewhere, isn't there, that landed yesterday? Where do it be? Oh, there it is. We could try and wake that up as well, so the mechanoids fight the people. Bear in mind, the decoys are going to slow both factions down, to the extent they'll probably fight in the killing fields. Then we can just sweep up the rest. So what I'm thinking is, let's get 0 on the cannon. Let's get mine about 3 on the cannon. Have them both aim at the mechanoids, wake them up. And then, no, so let's, for the time being, not use the anti-grain warhead. So let's go ahead and make sure that is unticked for the time being. Let's use high explosives in both of those. We'll use the anti-grain warhead when the mechanoids are fighting the raiders. That way we can kill both factions with a single shell, in theory. Right, okay, this is going to be fairly interesting, I think. How close are they? Ooh, yikes. We're going to have to be quick with these mechanoids. Come on, open fire. Okay, have we opened fire yet? Let's keep it close on the mechanoid ship. The second these guys come out, we should be okay, but it's just a case of hopefully waking them up before the enemies get too deep into our base. What is going on with these? Why are you not firing? Oh, God, it's just the delay, unfortunately. 5.5 seconds. There we go. All right, here they come. That should work out pretty well. Now, we did need to do a bit more damage to the psychic ship as well. 7,900 there out of 7,900. 790 out of 1,000 is still not enough. They will retreat back to the ship unless we do a bit more damage. Okay. Well, have they got names? Have they always had names like that? Flamebot, Lancer... Am I going insane? I feel like they didn't always have names like that. Oh, it doesn't really matter too much anyway. Right, let's skip forward a little bit then. We obviously want to get a little bit more damage done to that one. Here we go. Yeah, the timing's going to line up just about perfectly. I was a little bit worried that they might make too much progress, but the decoys did exactly that and have really, really slowed the enemies down. Mechanoids coming in behind them there. So this would be an ultimate place to drop. Like around here would be a good place for an anti-grain warhead, or down here instead. Again, we'll do a bit more damage to the ship first. Make sure that they are actually going to stay as part of the combat. I want to hit the mammoths with the anti-grain warhead. I think that's absolutely the safest bet. So we'll wait for these guys to all bunch up. There's going to be a big battle going on here. That'll be the ultimate place for it. So Zero, let's get that loaded. I'll let him fire this one off. Very nice. Okay, let's stop that one. Anti-grain warhead. Man the artillery. Get it loaded. Very good. So we've got people actually coming into our base already, which I'm actually genuinely quite surprised by. Let's set a force target of, like, here. Oh, no, I'm going to aim actually at the mammoths. Let's let them get a little bit closer. I do want to... Oh, they're all sort of stuck. Actually, now would be a perfect time to open fire, huh? The thing about the anti-grain warheads, they cover such a large area. I think it's a waste not shooting it. I'm going to shoot it here. Sod it. We're going to shoot it there instead. We've got no problem with mammoths much anymore. I just want to see the world burn. I will admit. That is definitely part of my modus operandi for Rimworld. Right, 1 second left. Go for it, Zero. Show us what you got. Let's also skip the speed a little bit here, because I don't really want to sit and watch him reload this gun for the next 40 minutes. Okay, here we are. I want to make sure just before he fires it that is in an optimal location still. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think we're going to kill a hell of a lot of people with that. Go. And it also might miss slightly as well, by the way. Don't forget. Ooh, very nice. You know what? Not as effective as I was hoping. It did go slightly too high. So that noise there, I don't know if you guys heard that very briefly alongside all the other gunfire. There's very much a Zelda-sounding noise when you pick up a heart container from Ocarina of Time. Sounds identical to that. That, as far as I know, is an android disconnecting, a surrogate android disconnecting. So when these things die, they, in theory, make that noise. I'm almost certain that's what it is from watching back yesterday's footage when I was editing. I noticed that. So let's wait and see if that happens again. Right, Zero, we want to actually... I'm going to let them carry on shelling, because honestly, they seem to be doing a pretty goddamn good job, huh? So let's get you back on the artillery. How is our people on them? Oh, they're actually getting very close. So now that we move those plasma blasters over to... blaster mode rather than melter mode. Obviously, we're going to get a lot more plasteel out of it, a lot more components, but it's obviously a bit more risky here. I honestly do think we run the risk of potentially being overwhelmed. They're getting very, very close there, too. Yikes. We might have to start skipping back to plasma mode whilst they're getting this close, because I'm getting a little bit worried, I won't lie. Obviously, the plasma guns as well, the Havoc launchers and the toxic guns do nothing against androids, because they can't be affected by toxic sensitivity. We're doing okay. We're not doing a bad job at all. It's just a little bit worrying that they are making it into the second. So this one, they should be ripped apart by the plasteel barbed wire there. I don't want to upset things. You know, I don't want to switch over to the plasma gun. Otherwise, it runs the risk of destroying all the ones we've already downed. At which point, it's undoing all that hard work in the first place, huh? Okay, very good. No shells left. So let's get Zero on the front line. Oh, I don't like it. But I feel like I kind of have to, because we've also, after this, got the mechanoids to fight as well, don't forget. All right, let's see how it goes. Oh my god, all of our turrets have turned off. Wow. I never thought we'd see the day where we actually got through. A raid took so long, the turrets went offline. That's crazy. We need more durable weapons. I suppose that's the downside to these sentry guns. They're kind of low power. They're very cheap as well, given the amount of damage they put down. But evidently, they are not that effective in the long term. That guy just lit himself on fire with a flashbang. Sorry, with a Molotov. Or was it a flamethrower? Not sure. Either way, it seems kind of poetic justice. Okay, so we've got a good amount of androids that we can now disassemble for the plasteel, which is obviously fairly relevant here. Okay, we've got the second wave of raiders coming up. The rest still picking off the mechanoids there. These guys are going to annihilate themselves. It's really just this lot for the time being we have to worry about. What are we going to do about this, though? They are actually getting through their barbed wire much further than I thought they would. We'll keep a close eye on it, but I'm not worried yet. Let's put it that way. What? A tier 2 android colonist named Cal has arrived and is joining the colony. Okay, thanks. That's just what I wanted. It's not at all what I wanted. Right, Cal, you have a job to do. Non-violent and not assigned a weapon. Are you kidding me? I was going to say, yeah, hates violent crafting and mining. You're useless then. You are absolutely useless. I was going to say we're going to go smash the psychic ship and be done with it, but no. You know what? If you can make it home, I'll make him a deal. If he can make it through the Mechanoid Raider Gauntlet and actually get into the base, he gets to live. I might even upgrade him to a tier 4 because he's shown initiative there. I think he's going to get murdered immediately, but hey. No. How far did he get? I love that he just made it to the battlefield and then died instantly. Oh, well, what a loss, huh? Right, so these guys are actually being picked off by the barbed wire. I was a little bit worried about it, but the stacking damage does seem to be doing the trick there. 16% left on that first guy. Unit, this is your time to shine, my friend. Get in there with your chainsaw. You are in the unit gauntlet now, boys. Okay, get in there. Hack them to bits. They stand no chance, surely. Oh, he's disarmed him already. Great start, right? You've got tier 3 android here, so be a bit more careful. That guy is tier 4. Not that it matters, because apparently unit is just unstoppable. Look at this guy go. And he actually did some damage to him there, though. That's crazy. Shattered his thumb somehow. Through the composite plating, through the advanced mechanical armor, through the shield. That's crazy. Well, good job. That's exactly why unit is on duty there. In fact, I'm going to save his position as right next to the door instead. Okay. How are we looking? What I should do, realistically, is get Mining Bot to fire an EMP shell at the mechanoids, stun them for a bit, let the raiders do a bit more damage. Because as it stands right now, the mechanoids are absolutely annihilating the raiders, and I would rather fight a couple of very injured pirates than, 5 mammoths and 6 centipedes. So let's get them shelled with some EMP. You know what? I might also get Zero to give him a hand with that one. Ooh, we actually got a lucky hit in there. That was very close. Honestly, we missed a lot of these shells. Damn, we do not want to be doing this fight all night. Holy shit. Luckily, they are fleeing. Okay, fair enough. Luckily, a lot of the mammoths, the mechanoids. Oh god, okay, stop firing now. We don't want them to adapt, for God's sake. Because if they adapt, then our EMP cannon obviously can't attack them. Now, I'm not sure if these Havoc launchers are going to be able to help us here. I'm not sure they're going to do any damage against centipedes and mammoths. This is still going to be a very tricky fight, don't get me wrong, because we've got 6 centipedes left and still the 5 mammoths. They are heavily injured. Well, the mammoths are heavily injured. The centipedes are actually kind of okay, but obviously the centipedes being the weaker ones there, not too concerned. All right, let's see what we're up against. Obviously, the turrets can't help us at all here. The shield is holding up. There we are. That's what we're after. Oh, the Havoc launchers do damage them. That is good to know. I didn't think they would, bear in mind they do toxic damage, but no, that is working quite well. Very nice to see. Holy shit. I almost want to get you to... Oh my god, wait. Stunned? How? Wait, what? Our turret got stunned? Did it... Oh, maybe it hit the inside of the shield. Oh my god, did it hit the inside of the shield and then blow up? Because look, it looks as if it's blown up in this sort of area. Oh, that would suck. Okay, well, never mind. It doesn't matter too much right now. I still think we're going to be okay. Mainly because we've got just an absurd amount of firepower going on here. Go on, then. Finish them off. We're fine. Okay, that was a long rain. I apologize, but I mean, this is the difficulty we're playing on, you know? This is the difficulty we have to be expecting from now on. It's not just going to be a cakewalk. My god, the amount of steel that we need to replenish all of these turrets after each raid is going to be massive at this rate. Everyone yesterday pointed out as well that I was looking for syntheline floors and couldn't find them. Everybody pointed out that there is indeed under the Rimworld tab, so thank you for that. Unfortunately, it's completely pointless because despite the fact that we have 11,000 syntheline white, we can't use it because the floors require only syntheline. Like Redliner requires syntheline. I thought, okay, so the white floors work. Nope, still just syntheline. I hope there's some sort of one-to-one conversion somewhere. Otherwise, this is going to suck. Otherwise, we just got 11,000 syntheline that I can't do fucking anything with, apparently. What am I even going to do with that? Is there any way to transform it as synthred? We just have to make more syntheline. Oh, that sucks. So we've got all of this and we can't use it for flooring. I'm not missing something out. Hang on. Tiles, still or syntheline, sterile tiles, white lino, it's all the same. What I'll do is I'll put down a single tile. Maybe they will use it. Maybe there's some clever workaround so that they can use that syntheline even if it's the wrong type. If not... Well, that sucks. I mean, that genuinely is just awful. We're going to have to, like, get rid of all of this stuff and get a whole bunch more in. My question now is, what the hell do we do with any sort of colored syntheline? Because I don't think we can build walls out of it, and that's about it, right? So, yeah, white syntheline. So all we can do with the colored syntheline is build walls. And then everything else is completely pointless. You have to use the base one. The hilarious thing is I think the base syntheline is syntheline white. So we've just... I'm so annoyed. I'm actually genuinely so annoyed by that, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter too much, I guess. How much spare oil have we got? Oh my god, we're full. Okay. Well, in that case, let's start churning out just a bunch more. Not such a big loss in that case, I guess. So we get rid of syntheline white. Let's just get regular old syntheline. Do that. I mean, let's do it until we've got X. I assume it won't pick up the others as... Yeah, okay, that's good. As X. Do that until we've got, like, 500. Let's do it until we've got 1,000. Because if it is just cheap flooring, we could replace the whole base. And it does give a beauty bonus as well, equivalent to carpets, I believe. So, hey, Oilbot, you've got yourself a job, my friend. Oh, damn it. Not again. You're kidding me. We're so desperate for uranium. I can't not drill this, for fuck's sake. Okay, we're gonna have to find some safer uranium deposits away from this, away from the nuclear reactor and the turbine, so I feel like it's gonna end up killing us all horribly. Granted, the last infestation took all of about 2 seconds to deal with. I'm gonna send Zero in. Sorry, Unit, obviously not Zero, just Unit in by himself to go and deal with this. Hello, you're large. It should be sort of the same as we thought last time, right? We just gotta not let this queen get a sort of beachhead, and then we should be fine. So I'm gonna let you go and just slice the queen into bits. Get off of my nuclear reactor right now. Get out of here. Oh god, Unit. Is he gonna be okay? I feel like I might have just signed his... Okay, shit. Send in the clowns. Anybody, you know what? Low tier droids, get in there. No, I've upgraded them so much. Oh, God. We're fighting on top of the nuclear reactor. If I send in anybody with guns, we're going to get ripped apart. Let's get him out of there. Get out of there, Unit. Give him a wide berth. Look at that. Look at that for a move route, huh? Genius. Okay. Shit. I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't come down to this. We've got to be so careful with who and what we shoot. Bring 1 and also bring repair bot 2 very safely down to the reactor room. And then we're going to shoot them from a distance. I hope. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. Oh, be careful. Oh, God, the cooling pipelines. That was not very careful, but I appreciate what you're trying to do. Okay, you stop that right now. Unit, you need to go stop him attacking the turbine, for fuck's sake. Go, go, go. Oh, I was going to move him around the queen, but I guess it didn't really matter. Stop that. You leave that power cell alone. Okay. Whew. Is that worth it for the small amount of uranium we're making from the deep drills? Yeah, kinda. We've used up all the uranium we've ever once owned, filling this reactor, which is obviously worth it, but I don't know. I don't know. These I don't know what type of problem we can expect to see if the queen does end up settling down and forging a little nest. I think we could be then kind of really screwed, especially if our nuclear reactor room is taken over by insects. I think at this stage we've churned out just enough. Yeah, so we've got like 750. We've got 1500 syntholine, regular old syntholine, so we can start replacing all the floors in the base. I still want to get the whole thing rebuilt. As you can see, I've kind of also made this into a separate oil processing area instead of kind of weird stockpile. This area is stockpile / obviously quarry for the time being. Just somewhere safe where we can get a load of resource in. And, you know, quarry is just a stockpile of stuff that you haven't accessed yet. Right, so let's put down... Stupidest thing I've ever said. Let's put down some syntholine lino then. So where do we want to start with? I want to start with the rooms they're going to spend the most time in. Mainly because we're doing this essentially for the beauty bonus here. So why don't we put it down in the living area to start off with? Plus it'll just look so much more futuristic than sort of weird half tile, half carpet. Everything just looks very odd right now. It doesn't feel like a robot assimilation base. In fact, it feels very much similar to a lot of the other bases we built so far. I want to change that. I want to make it feel a lot more cybernetic and integrated. 0 hours till the next raid turns up. So we've just about started work on the floor. They look just very similar to plastiles, the sterile tiles. Now, I'm not sure what I want to do with this room. I know I said I wanted to turn it into an android hospital or something like that, but to be honest, it might just end up being the new stockpile, seeing as we've got so many fucking persona cores, my god. We've got 83 persona cores right there that we've just got, I mean, filling up the entire thing. If we do end up picking up any more items, we've got no room for it. I'm not sure what I want to do with this, but I'm sure we'll think of something eventually to fill the space with it. I don't really want to make this room as well, the dedicated vault. I suppose we could. It is in the center of the base. It's kind of in the deepest part of the base. And it's not, you know, vulnerable to infestations or anything either. I'm not sure. We'll wait and see. One thing I want to build next before we obviously get onto that, because that is quite an expensive amount of resources, is the Punisher bunker. Actually get some use out of this gun that we have spent a long time researching and building shells for and everything else. I want to get this guy working. I want to see what it's capable of, but we've got to wait and obviously get line of sight on people first. So... get everyone back to defensive positions then. They were, I think, in the middle of hauling. Yeah, there's like a couple more mechanoids left to haul back to base, so we were just in the middle of that one. Trying to get some more components back. We're up to 711 plasteel and 1,800 steel, so we're trying to get a bit more back in control of this. A huge amount of resources that we lost in last raid. Mechanoids, hey, that's good. That's fantastic news. Assaulters, Scallywags, Lancers, that's great for us. This just means that they have Christmas comes early for the colony because they've just delivered a shitload of resources. So those guys have basically funded the Punisher bunker, which I'm sure they're very pleased to hear. Look at these super advanced mechanoids just ripping each other apart. That's actually very, very good. I wasn't expecting them to do this much damage to themselves there. I guess the Assaulters, look at that. It's the Lancers especially that are just firing the the explosive, sorry, these high-capacity weapons into one another. Speaking of explosives, I've got explosives on the mine right now. Oh, we have no more shells. What's going on with that? Oh, we do have shells. They just didn't actually hold them to the racks. Okay, 0, 1, sorry, mining bot 3, if you could do the honors and actually blow these guys up then. So we still got EMP, oh sorry, EMP, we want to flip over to high incendiary, don't we? Right, let's get on with it. So this should be, I'm hoping we can put down a shitload of damage, because these lancers are not going to move too far. They're also the most deadly ones. They're the ones they hit with the most accuracy and obviously have the highest, most armor-piercing weapons here. So what I want to do is, when these guys have both got their shots loaded here, let's lead on the lead, where's the, sort of the head lancer? Let's go for that one. That probably wouldn't hurt too much. I'm going to fire the shots actually a bit more around here, a bit more clustered. Scalawags are open the doors for the others. A little bit too late for that. Yeah, that was a great place to aim those shots, huh? Come on. Fire now. Fire now or never. Terrible. What a waste of time. Let's hold fire on the EMP and wait for them to actually come into the kill box a bit more. Otherwise, they're going to get stunned before they get around the corner. So let's hold fire on you. You guys might as well, yeah, we might as well just say don't bother with the shells anymore, huh? Let's get them... Get 0 back up here, because he was a bit safer behind this other layer of plasteel wall. Mining bot 3, let's get you back on the front lines. We're going to need all the help we can get, because that is a lot of mechanoids all bunched up there. Here they come. Okay, wait, give it a second. Steady, steady. Okay, go now. Oh, look at it. It's so good. It's so good. Look at all that free component, free plasteel and free steel we just ended up with right there. Excellent. As long as the fire doesn't get too out of hand, which... She kind of looks like it could be a... Go, go, go. Put the fire out. Put the fire out. Go, 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 go. Well done, team. That's good. Holy shit. That's such a lot of resources they bought us there. Perfect. That's the upgrade we need. Who needs high-powered guns when you could replace all your floors over the course of about 2 weeks? To be fair, it turns out that the only reason it's taken as long as it is, it's actually very, very quick when they start building it. They can't, for some reason, deliver resources to tiles to be built or build directly from the unloaders. We have to haul it into the stockpile and then haul it to the tiles. So it's been a little bit more delayed than I expected there, because I was just letting it build up. I was like, why aren't they doing this? Maybe they're just busy doing other stuff, you know, repairing the killbots, whatever. I'll give them a minute. Then I realized, oh, we actually do need to hoik it out there first. So they're going to dismantle all these floors, which again is not really the highest priority thing. Definitely not what I should be doing right now. What I do want to do, and what I've actually started to do here, is sort of refurbish the old prison as an area where we can store our explosive rounds and obviously set up ready as a little pillbox to open fire at our enemies. So how big is the Punisher then? Let me just get a sort of size to what we want to... So we want to put it like... I forget what the order is. We want to put embrasures and then doors in front of the embrasures and then the turret. So that's where the embrasures will go, that's where the doors will go, that's where the turret will go. So why don't we put one there? That way we've got room for 2 of the things. We could put one immediately next to it as well. I think that's actually a good idea. So let's also mark that to be mined out, otherwise we're going to try and reinstall it into solid rock, which doesn't really work. Okay, I just want to get a brief outline dug out. I also don't want to make this area too large, you know? Just because I feel like it's basically painting a massive target, and it's also adding a big vulnerability to the base, in the sense that if we've got this big open cavity here, the enemy could just dig through that, rather than go through the kill box and risk their lives. Oh, we also need to automatically shut these doors, because that's what those weird little scallywag things have done. I'm actually going to manually get them to build this as quickly as possible. Otherwise, essentially, we've got just a big lane inviting them into our base there. Right, so it's a bunch of embrasures first. I've got to remember the order for doing this right now. And then we put doors behind that. And then the trick is, from what I've been told over Discord, is to have a single character run along to open all the doors, like a big blast door, keeping them unheld open, and then when you want to shut them again, run them obviously back the other way so that they automatically close. So let's build it out of, I guess we want something quite... I mean, Syntholine probably couldn't hurt. I imagine it's not super durable, but it might be easy to rebuild if it is damaged. What's the hit points on that? 48. Oh, God. Okay, we might as well put it out of fucking jelly. All right, let's switch over to... plasteel? Red composite? Do we have any? No, we have no composite left. Do we want to use any plasteel? Have we got enough plasteel to warrant that? 536 means no. Okay, steel. Steel's fine. Steel is underappreciated, I think. Let's do that then. There we are. So that way they should all link up in a big straight line as one big door, and then we can quickly open the whole thing up when we need it. Cannot be placed under roof. Damn it. Okay. Shit. Well, we'll do the same thing, but outside then, I guess, huh? Still. Oh my God! You can't move the prototype. Guess we just deconstruct it and rebuild it then. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, Had I have known that, I obviously wouldn't have built it there, but never mind, okay, it's not that many components, I guess, or it's not that much resources. Right, okay, that's my bad. I apologize, but how was I supposed to know that, huh? Okay, instead, we'll fill this with turrets then. Fuck it, why not? Okay, so, yeah, let's also mine this a little bit out. Yeah, I'll just fill this with a load of, you know what we could do? We could use railguns for that or something. You know, something with one of those super, super long-range guns. What have we got? Was it the charge railgun? Yeah, if we fill that with these, that'd be quite effective. The only thing I'm concerned about is obviously the enemy shooting at it, blowing it up. We could put a shield generator, give them their own dedicated shield generator. Like that. Hey, that could be quite cool. That would work really well, I think. Okay, yeah, I'm on board. I think that could be quite a fun little idea. Then in front of those, we'll have the Punishers. We'll actually see if we can get this goddamn thing working this time. So Rim Atomics, Punisher. I don't think we have to connect it up a specific way, or I'm certainly hoping not, because otherwise we won't be able to. So we're going to have to build a wall around this then. Because we could put it there. That's fine. And then we could put a couple on either side of it. But let's go for 3 of them. Let's go for 3 of them. I'm feeling brave. So we put the doors in front of that, and then the embrasures in front of that one. Then we definitely need reinforced plasteel walls on this, don't we? Just to ensure that the enemy aren't going to immediately kick it down, like I said. I might even put a couple of layers on that as well, just to ensure that they're definitely not going to get at our guns here. There we go. That will do. Obviously, that's a death trap for any sort of Rimworld characters to try and negotiate. We'll have to build that outwards. Oh, God, my base. Oh, it's a mess. Oh, fucking shit. The more I look, the worse it gets. Okay. So here's what we're also going to do as well. I noticed earlier that we've actually made all of the cybernetic arms that we queued up. So just having these lying around is a massive, massive waste of resources and time and effort. Bear in mind, each give 200% efficiency. So we are looking at, like, missed 200%. I know it's not directly work speed, but it might as well be. They also give 21.1 melee damage per second. So if anybody comes into range, you can just punch them away with your Deus Ex-style machine arm. Let's do it. Let's get our guys upgraded as soon as possible. So I think the builder bots obviously are still going to be a top priority because I plan on doing a fair amount of building over the next couple of days. Just because there's a lot of stuff I'd like to see. I think I want to do a big redesign of the base because it still looks like shit. So let's go for repair bot 2 and builder bot. I would do that, but I mean, the hospital is currently covered in bricks. Oh, they'll be fine. They'll be okay. They're robots. They don't care. Right, so let's add... Oh, someone said in the comment section yesterday as well that we can install all types of plating, not just the composite. So we could also get the plasteel and the steel as well, which will make them very, very difficult to kill, but I feel like it would make them way too slow. I'm not entirely sure on that one yet. So cybernetic left arm and right arm. Let's get you guys upgraded then very, very quickly. So we had 12, right? Again, let's make sure everybody who is a builder is upgraded. I'm going to go for 1 as well, if possible. We've already given him... Right, we've already given him the plasma claw. We need to give him a left cybernetic arm, don't we? I think I'm also going to put down an electric stonecutters table just to try and clear out some of these, because we've got way too many chunks. I mean, it's actually kind of unreal, isn't it? It's a problem with having a mountain base, I guess, but just to help thin out some of these as well. We could always sell the bricks or even use them, I guess, for temporary embrasures, that type of thing. Yeah, it just needs to go, because they are, not only that, they will also contribute a small amount of game lag as well, so there's a lot of bonuses to doing this. Let's put down that electric stonecutters table then, built out of syntholine. Hey, we've got a shitload of syntholine, so why not? Wait, can we build out syntholine white, though? Yes, white syntholine. That's what we want to get rid of, because we've got so much of that crap right now. We can put it in here, and I'll also put down some tool benches in here. I really should have done that a long time ago, because it would really... Oh my god, I can't believe I haven't done this. What is wrong with you? We could have cut so much time and effort off of everything we've done in this space. What a fool. All right, well, there we go. That should help out a little bit with that then. And we could also put down, like, machining cabinets as well. I can't believe I forgot to do this. Unreal. That's the first lot of surgeries done, at least. Oh, God, you still need another arm. I'm so sorry. We actually ran out of med packs. I need to maybe set the build to 50 instead of 20 or whatever it is right now. So that's 1, and all of the other building bots are now upgraded with their cybernetic arms. That's so nice. Can we see... let's take a look at one here, see what its construction speed bonuses are. So... Oh, yikes. 1,494. Unreal. Oh, the jumpsuits. Right, so I imagine we're missing a lot of people. You know what? I might also have forgotten to do, and this would suck if I really have forgotten to do that. I probably didn't allow jumpsuits on there. Oh, I did. Okay, fine. Hey, not too bad. That's okay. Just wanted to make sure that we actually did that. Of course, I imagine a few people are actually missing jumpsuits as well. Just make sure. Yeah, so we're missing 1, 2... That's fine. That's okay. That's not nearly as bad as I thought then. 2, 3, 4. I mean 5. We could give it to all the mining bots as well. You can't wear one. What are you doing with that man? So let's make 5 more of those as well, because the work speed bonuses those give for such a minor thing is so massive. That's frustrating. Oh my god, they're androids controlling androids. Okay, well, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that. So I guess that just means it's your standard android raid, but double? So So we've got 31 of those guys. Unless people have speculated there might actually be a way to hack these the surrogate androids. There is way more than that. You are not telling me the whole story, friend. Yeah, it's going to be difficult, unfortunately, to mouse over the whole lot because you have to get one of each type sort of in the group. There we are. 117. Okay, so it's not that bad, but again, the tier 4 androids are definitely making up a lot of those points. We're looking at one regular triple rocket launcher, and that's it. I think we're fine. Okay, so we didn't quite get the Punisher online as well. They're actually almost done. Oh, I can see why they haven't got it done. You guys let me know at home if you also spot the issue with this. Anyway, we're going to leave it there for today because it's just going to be a whole shitload. Actually, you know what? No, I've changed my mind. Instead, what we're going to do is fight this raid, and then in between episodes, I can get the rest of the floor done because I'm sure none of you at home want to watch me lay tiles because that's boring as all fuck. Even I don't want to watch it, and I'm the one playing the game. So let's get to defensive positions. Let's just wipe these guys out as quick as possible. If we got any more anti-grain warheads, we haven't had any more delivered. Those DMP shells, they look like something. Alright, let's get you on the artillery. Let's get mine about 3 in there as well. They are still set to high explosive, I believe. Yes, and yes. Okay, good. Right, let's see what damage we can do then. This should be over fairly quickly, I think. All things considered, given that they're just regular old androids. I'm not going to try and keep alive or anything. To be honest, I might even want to go back to plasma mode for a while. Try and melt the way through some, because we've got a good amount. Actually, saying that, we haven't got much plasteel again. Alright, fair enough. It's probably the amount of arms we've churned out. I noticed in the time they've also churned out 3 more cybernetic arms. Don't get me wrong, they're incredible, but there are other things I think we should be investing in first. So I might sort of put that on suspended for now. Still after another 16, yeah, we'll put that on suspended for the time because it's swallowing up our plasteel. And we've got so much other cool shit to build now because of the new Android tiers mod. An unprecedented change. He ran right past the decoys with his rocket launcher and headed straight for us. Let's pray that these rocket launchers hold up then. Let's pray that these turrets hold up. Otherwise, we are fine. Wow. I was not... I will admit, a little bit skeptical there, but we're okay. Okay, my headphones seem to be dying, so that's not good either, because I have absolutely no clue how loud this is right now. Let's blitz through it. It's a fairly easy raid. Now, it's just more androids. Androids are not a worry unless they've got rocket launcher, the one guy who did just threw himself away there. They also seem to be a bit stuck on the kill box. Don't really know what they're doing there, to be honest with you. Oh, they're all, like, stacked up. So they're trying to get through the door. The ones in front are, like, pushing the others back, and it's kind of causing a bit of a traffic block there. That's okay. That's completely fine. Right, okay. How many more are we looking at? So, again, the decoys, even if they didn't deal with the threat of the rocket launcher, have staggered the enemies to an extent whereby... Honestly, I think we're fine. Oh, my God, I didn't even equip some of their weapons. Right, so we're firing at, like, half capacity here. Genius, right? Well, we're only missing 2 weapons at the end of the day. Yeah, I mean... Let's just let them go. Let's just let them go. I think we're okay. I think we're absolutely fine. So, like I was saying, the decoys, although they didn't actually stop the rocket launch go, have staggered them to the extent where we've dealt with half the raid. Now the other half are coming in. It just makes it so much more manageable. We haven't lost any turrets yet. The shield is overheating. Oh, God, the shield's gone. This is where we're going to probably start losing some turrets, unfortunately, but that's okay. That's part of doing business, I think, you know. We've got to refuel them all anyway, so if they're destroyed now, now's the optimal time for that to happen. Don't really like how... Oh, God, they actually destroyed a lot then, didn't they? Shit. Ah, there we go. I've got audio back now. Okay. That is it. Good. And you know what? I'm actually kind of impressed at how many survived that, given that we weren't really particularly trying to, you know, rescue too many there, or stop them burning, I should say. Right, let's go ahead and allow all to take out that last guy. See that they just mercilessly executed that poor guy there. All right. So that gives us plenty of time for getting the last little bit set up before tomorrow then. I will try and make sure that the Punishers are all built and ready to go, but if we get that in the episode, I mean, that's... Actually, no, I probably will keep that in the episode. Everything else, I'm going to try and get this floor laid, because this is going to take a very long time, but it will give just an overall mood boost to the entire colony, basically, because every room is going to get that +2 beauty bonus, which will, given that we were, you know, half the rooms had no floors, half the rooms had dirty floors, and half finished floors, I think it's going to be a measurable impact on the quality of our little androids here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Like I said, over the next couple of days, or over the next week, I should say, the release schedule is going to be a bit of a complete mess. So, videos might be on, videos might be off. There might be Rimworld one day, not the next day, CK2, etc., etc. It's all a complete mess. I don't know what's happening, but I'm not going to churn out a load of shitty videos unedited for, you know, ruining Christmas. That's not my plan. Thank you to the insane top tier level patrons making the series possible in the first place. Thank you to Alchemia Anthony Gawley, Asuna Kuroto, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Balix Strombo, Ben Hoffland, Chesty, Croesus, Donald, Fakuna Vasquez, Gogolus, Harry McGowan, Iguana Squad, James Shea, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Kenny Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Nostrus, Necrophil, and Pelvis Presley, Paul, Rodin, Scott, Skaz, Slippy Nips, Somnus, Shay, The One Ring, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kendall, Tyler McClam, Vacuous Bacchus, Varagon, and William Green for the support the Insanity Loves on Patreon. Thank you guys for making the Cannibal possible in the first place. And a thank you goes out as well to the other patrons, including, but not limited to, Uwu Daddy, Asro, Adam Person, Adrian Eliasson, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Vesimus Max, Better Valerian, Blood for the Blood God, Boy and Gun, Chris, Corgi Circus, Dapper Go, Don, Dunkconny217, Emerald Beam, Foosh, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Circa, Gothamo, Grey, Haji Dumar, I'm Sagater, Erotha, Icy the Great, Jackson P, Jay Lera, Jacob Wolfie, Jason Sushu, Jose, Jeebus Crust, Euron DeVries, Jessica Smith, Jobs Lucky Sister Julie Vondel, Joseph Beard, Justin Plock, Justin Rules, Justin Walters, Kevin Saunders, Lieutenant Dan, Lepus and Lepus, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Manuel Bosic, Mustolp, Monty, Mosi Sampson, My Name Isn't Dio, Nathaniel Lindberg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Organised Confusion, Pantamu, Panthpearl, Peyton Dennisar, Russian Oligarch, Billionaire, Brian Hooper, Sam Keir, Scaps, Shardul, Smirtworm, Socrates, Supernanny089, Sweet Sea, Tony Laban, Volta, Voodoo Mumbo, Void Prince Kibo, Will Wade, Wilson Atef, Wolfie, Yellow4, Yorkus, Zach, and Zetlock2. Thank you guys all for your support over at Patreon. See you all, potentially not tomorrow, but potentially the day after.